How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebonadi FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be,
Well, government, whatever.
Street Report is here to make sense of it all. Street Report is causing social change across your streets, in your community. Street Report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanyu, as our number the force every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebonadi 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On Emas Ebonadi Corner 24/7, 24/7. Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Please like, subscribe, and share. Right, hit the subscribe button right here. Remember to check out this book. It's on Amazon.com. Hip Hop and Ebook Culture by yours faithfully, Martin Fine Speakers. All right, check it out. Stick around for newspaper headlines.
On the morning drive.
Make it a date with Martin Fine aka Meta.
And Christy, aka Emenari, aka Classy.
From Monday to Friday, from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. on the morning drive. 103.5
Good morning and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Today, the 17th day of April 2024. Today is Wednesday and the time is a minute past the hour of 7. It's time for newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we're going to take you through the news and making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers. But before we do that, let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines. Please stay with us.
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that the complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that the complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on The Guardian, Leadership, Vanguard, Punch, Sun, The Nation, Daily Post, This Day, and if time permits, we're also going to take a look at Nigerian Tribune newspapers. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080 96661035. You can as well join us on Facebook as we are live at Ebonade 103.5 FM. Drop your comments on the comment section of the live video. You can equally stream us online. The Drug Law Enforcement Agency destroys 304,436 kg, 40,042 liters of illicit drugs seized in Lagos, Ogun. EFCC to arraign Cubana chief priest over Naira abuse, biometrics and SIM registration deadlock. Endless enrollment drops 57 billion naira in 13 years amid complaints and protests. Castina arrests 10, says 3 filling stations are selling fuel to terrorists. Again, Obi highlights insensitive, undeserving allocations in the 2024 budget. Women commissioners meet on economic policies. Niger arrests 30 illegal miners. Jurisdiction, a boost or snag for ECOWAS court. Accident, Lagos State Waste Management Agency boss warns waste truck drivers against recklessness. Police arrest 46 suspected cultists over murder, violence in Para. Bagudu tax NIPSS on digital economy in Agenda 2050, NDP. Community protest poll mishap, hotel manager's death in Omahia. Foreign reserve dropped to $32.61 billion. Reps Kakus gives Tinubu ultimatum to end insecurity, restore sanity in troubled areas nationwide. Chief of Army Staff tells officers, Kaduna lawmakers approve El Rufai over huge debt burden. Group asks Chief Justice of Nigeria to resign over appointment of son, daughter as judges. Federal government orders suspension of mining activities within Abafami Awolowo University Teaching Hospital environs. Lagos nabbed 13 miscreants, 57 others for not using footbridges. Aviation price war. Civil society organizations urges President Tinubu to prioritize sectors, strengthen Naira. Ayeda Tiwa vows to fulfill Akeredoru's vision for Ondo Deep Sea Port. Witness tell Lagos court how father-in-law defrauded him of millions of naira cars. Lagos begins removal of illegal structures along Ojota Ugudu drainage channel. Single window project to rake in $2.7 billion yearly, Tinubu declares. 31 states, 148 cancels risk flooding. Federal government warns. WAEC releases timetable for May, June SSCE. Nigerian attempts breaking 2 Guinness World Records. Wema Bank launches any fraud campaign to protect customers. Tinubu's wife unveils a renewed hope initiative scheme for Southwest women. Dangote crashes diesel price to 1,000 naira per liter. Africa deficient in climate resilience infrastructure, says expert. Africa deficient in climate resilience infrastructure, says expert. Again, soldier allegedly stabs colleague in Enugu. Only 196 out of 1,045 PHC functional in Cross River. Pandemonium as hoodlums attack Ekiti Council Secretariat. Security operatives uncover hideout of Yoruba Nation agitators in Ibadan. Federal government begins disbursement of 200 billion naira palliative loans. 2 men bag 12 years imprisonment for defiling 10-year-old in Rivers. Navy empowers 20,000 Rivers residents with free medical outreach. That's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning. From the Guardian newspaper, we'll flip over to the leadership newspaper, NLO, Senator Barrow boost Barrow FC. My ultimate aim is to enjoy myself on pitch, Anthony. My ultimate aim is to enjoy myself on pitch, Anthony. CAF set to scrap Confederation Cup, elevate African Football League. FEM launches Hype Cup Mechanics Champions League initiative. FEM launches Hyde Cup Mechanics Champions League initiative. NIS train Adamawa's coaches, others. IBB Golf Club host Banjo Obale Captains Cup 2024. Rejection by Arsenal order shaped my career. Ezel. Bayern's season will be a failure without Champions League title. Kane. NFF holds national draw for 2024 Federation Cup on Thursday. Joshua plans a Saudi-backed fight in London. Paris 2024 Olympic touch lit in Greece at Ancient Olympia. CBN recommits to creating enabling environment for economic development. CBN recommits to creating enabling environment for economic development. Petroleum Marketers Association pledges to combat oil and gas sector irregularities. Climate change. Embrace climate smart agriculture. NIMET urges farmers. Federal government begins 50,000 naira trade grant disbursement to nano businesses. NCAA orders a private jet licenses re-evaluation within 72 hours. Suspends 3 operators. Respite as Dangote crashes. Diesel price to 1,000 naira per litre. Nigeria needs foreign loans, investment to stabilize naira. Akubweze. 31 states, 148 local government areas risk severe floods. The federal government warns. Petrol import cost fully recovered. NMPCL insists. No issues with Nupeng. PTD. NOGASA boss clears air. 9 Mobile clinches 2 trophies at SABRE Awards 2024. Tinubu launches National Single Window Project, expects $2.7 billion annual revenue. IMF raises Nigeria's growth forecast to 3.3%. State electoral commissions are governors rigging to El-Rufai. ANRML holds a medical outreach in Kaduna community. Group urges leaders to promote unity in diversity among youths. Bring down Nigeria's enemies. Lawaja orders commanders. Save rice processors from collapse. Stakeholders beg federal government. Debt crisis. Kaduna Assembly begins a probe of El-Rufai. Naira dips to 1,050 naira as foreign reserves deplete to 7-year low. Unlock training program enters a crucial stage. Live food. Live food. Die empty in memory of Rotimi Sankore, 1968 to 2024. PDP NEC meeting, 24 hours to go. Atiku, Wike camps go for broke. Cost of living. Government policies need to wear human face. Naira abuse. EFCC to arraign Cubana chief priest today. APC stakeholders condemn purported suspension of Ganduje. Dortmund edge Atlético Madrid to reach Champions League semi-finals. Dortmund edged Atlético Madrid to reach Champions League semi-finals. Senegal, Nigeria's think tank hails fires election, urges fair leadership. Flood, 31 states at high risk. Federal government raises alarm. Mbappe scores twice as PSG dump 10-man Barcelona out of UCL on 6-4 aggregate. Damagun, PDP Youth Coalition accuses dissenting members of sabotage. Food security. Tinubu's wife supports 120 Southwest women farmers with 60 million naira. Dangote slashes diesel price to 1,000 naira per litre. Remi Tinubu empowers 200 physically challenged persons, 120 women in Northeast. Iran, Israel. Putin urges restraint as anxiety grips Iranians. Makinde hails security agencies for quelling invasion by Yoruba nation agitators. Federal government suspends mining activities at Obafemi Awolowo University. Environs. State electoral commissions Governor's rigging tool, El Rufai, we've taken this. Electricity cable T electrocuted in Edo. EFCC to arraign celebrity bartender, Cubana chief priest over Naira abuse. Adamawa government approves a 55.2 billion Naira supplementary budget. Wike alleges a fraud in EF and in FCT area council cleaning contracts. Wike alleges fraud in FCT area council cleaning contracts. Abia civil servants to receive federal government food palliatives. Kaduna Assembly begins approve of El Rufai administration. Damagun. PDP reps Kakus meeting ends in chaos as a pro-Wike group's confidence vote fails. Naira gains surpasses expectations at 1,000 Naira 1,020 Naira per dollar, says the BDC operators. Naira gain surpasses expectations at 1,020 Naira per dollar, says the BDC operators. Kanu Anti-Corruption Agency files fresh charges against Ganduje. Anambra local government East local government joins OGP for inclusive governance and transparency. Gombe government introduces mandatory monthly sanitation exercise. PDP 60 reps stop pro-Wike group's confidence vote, insist on Damagun exit. Family members of late Sokoto Prince Shehu Malami fight over inheritance. APC chieftain urges 60 PDP lawmakers not to dump party. Governor Sani appoints a new DG for Kadgis, advisor on community engagement. Lukman urges Tinubu to revisit Kwankwaso Ganduje feud. Federal government begins disbursement of 200 billion naira palliative loans. Troops kill 12 terrorists, recover motorbikes, weapons in Zamfara. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency destroys 304,436 kg, 40,042 liters of illicit drugs seized in Lagos, Ogun. That's the much we can take from the leadership newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the leadership newspaper. We flip over to the Vanguard newspaper. Bagudu to NIPSS. Interrogate digital economy in Agenda 2050. NDP. Vice President Shetima, Governor Bago, Ayo, Teriba, others to grace Vanguard Economic Summit. Anti-fraud campaign. Wema Bank moves against dishonest tech partners or your invasion. We will wreak more havoc if Yoruba nation agitators. Why price of bread is high? Bakers. Food crisis. Address factors disrupting supply chain. Others. NECA tax government. Reps. PDP caucus insist the party is one indivisible body. Federal government pays 205 billion naira electricity subsidy as discos withhold 50 billion naira. NEC. PDP NEC. Atiku, weakest loyalist in battle for party's control. $20 billion Dangote refinery slashes diesel price to 1,000 naira per liter. Or your invasion. We've taken this. Okwama, Ewu. Families. Chiefs demand detained monarchs whereabouts. Perpetrators of Ganduje's suspension, not legitimate party officials, APC. Selfishness eroding PDP's democratic credentials, says ex-minister. Kanu Anti-Corruption Agency files fresh charges against Ganduje. Pro-PDP group urges Atiku to drop 2027 ambition, demands sanctions for Wike. 2024 Guba, I will implement Ondo Seaport project, Ayedatiwa assures. Invasion on Riverine community. How my 15-month-old baby was born to death, bereaved mother. DNA, blood on Chidema's dress, matched Ataga's witness. DNA, blood on Chidema's dress, matched Ataga's witness. For remuneration, pitiable condition of private school teachers. Adeleke's aid trial, court seek traditional ruler. national lawmaker as shorties. Yoruba Nation, we don't regret our actions, defiant suspects. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, Nigeria grows oil reserve by 1.4% to 37.5 BBL, natural gas by 0.5%. Banks recapitalization weighs down stock market. Investors lose 633 billion naira. Tariff hike. TCN discos Bika overfilling 20 hours supply. Global condemnation trails Iran's attack on Israel. That's the mush we can take from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. From the Vanguard newspaper, we'll flip over to the Punch newspaper. Repentant female Boko Haram insurgents lament lack of suitors, cry for husbands. Kaduna, 29 villages attacked, 41 persons killed, 222 kidnapped. Report. Idris restates commitment to KB sporting development. Yoruba Nation, UCH denies harboring agitators. A family disowns MKO's widow. Federal government launches soil fertility initiative. NECO shifts common entrance exam over low enrollment. Naira abuse. EFCC detains Cubana chief priest ahead of arraignment today. Bandits kill Zamfara PDP secretary. 26 others in Benue. 27 states fail to access a 54.9 billion naira UBEC fund. PDP National Working Committee submits a report on Wike as NEC meets Thursday. Ganduje, APC petitions Inspector General Chieftain 6 peace talk with NMPP. Ondo APC stakeholders differ on governorship primary guidelines. Police probe National Association of Nigerian Students factions violent clash in Abuja. PDP demands speed as Kaduna Assembly probes El Rufai. Union seeks support for Dosumu market fire victims. Lagos state government urges communities cooperation to prevent a flood. Sanwo-Olu urges women to embrace IT opportunities. Federal government rise governors as agency predicts flooding in 31 states. Parafem partners Global Foundation on 1 million share butter tree planting. Tourism will boost Kaduna support IGR service projects. Experts. Government acquires 20,065 hectares for Para Smart City project. Ex-EFCC boss Bawa conferred with Kebi's traditional title. How vehicle tire problem killed Gombe family of 6. Gombe begins monthly environmental sanitation. Nasarawa communities seek government assistance on collapsed bridge. Army has made good progress in anti-terror war, says the Chief of Army Staff. Para Group mobilizes youth to produce next governor. Oshime win for sparks Napoli's check-up plans. Israel writes 32 countries over Iran attack. European Union hints at sanctions. NMPP kicks as factions suspends Kanu governor. Delta bloodbath. Diri warns against unrest. Chiefs worry over detained monarch. Over 30 Boko Haram fighters killed in Brunu air raid. Nigerian Air Force. And that's the much we can take from the Punch newspaper this morning. From the Punch newspaper, we'll flip over to the Sun newspaper. Consultations on reopening of borders in progress. Customs CG. PDP. G60 reps insist on Damagum sack. Trade efficiency. Tinubu unveils Nigeria's single window project. Alleged abuse of office. Lawyers call on Chief Justice of Nigeria, Ariwola, to resign. Lagos State, Anambra, Bauchi, Ogun, Benue. 26 other states risk heavy flooding, federal government warns. Oromoni, Falana kicks as Corona attributes death to parents, doctors' negligence. Federal government now paying more subsidy. El Rufai, Makinde hails army, other security agencies for keeping peace in Oyo. Plateau killings, Boko's residents accuse soldiers of shooting civilians. Hoodlums intercepts a truckload of palliatives in Benue. 3 arrested. BIRS. $6 billion fraud. Court dismisses Aguloye's application on amicus curiae. APC responsible for Nigeria's current woes. Ahamba. Foreign in NMPP over logo slogan change. Tribalism, nepotism, cause of Nigeria's economic woes. Phillips Nto, ex-Abia Commissioner for Finance and Economic Planning. Revisit Kwankwaso, Ganduje's disagreement. APC chieftain tells Tinubu. Nigeria, others need $600 billion investment to achieve clean hydrogen energy. World Bank, Signature Bank expands to Asaba. Wema Bank launches anti-fraud campaign, sanctions fraudulent fintech partners. Alleged abuse of office. Lawyers call on CJN Ariwola to resign. That's the much we can take from the Sun newspaper this morning. From the Sun newspaper, we'll flip over to the Daily Post newspaper. Tariff hike. AEDC, there's NERC, NEC, fails to refund wrongfully billed customers. Yoruba Nation agitators, pretenders against Southwest interests. Omitola, we can't modify new electricity tariff. Ibadan, Electricity Distribution Company. May it allow demands immediate release of National President Bodejo. Anglican Bishop urges the federal government to curb rising inflation. Bauchi Governor calls for a review of police dress code to encourage northern women's participation. Para, Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps Commandant calls for increased vigilance by citizens. Adamawa government approves a 55 billion naira supplementary budget. Israeli war cabinet holds third meeting on response to Iran's attack. Governor Fintri inaugurates committee to investigate Yola market fire. 111.24 billion naira debt Ebonyi did not borrow from World Bank, IMF, Governor Nwifuru. Federal government reveals the biggest threat to security in Nigeria. That's the much we can take from the Daily Post newspaper. From the Daily Post newspaper, we'll flip over to the Nation newspaper. Student loan scheme set for takeoff with 1.2 million beneficiaries. CSMC share for burial April 27th. Commissioner Mons Monarch. 10 North governors for U.S. summit. How to avert a persistent fire outbreaks. NEMET. Agric Ministry strengthen partnership for high yield. 22 students for Olympiad camp. Ono was a peacemaker extraordinaire. APC. Uzodinma needs Southeast support. Government suspends mining at Obafemi Awolowo University. Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. Federal government will taking this. Rivers crisis. Court orders a status quo in council tenure elongation. Kaduna Assembly commences approve of El Rufai's administration. Tinubu felicitates Mutu at 65. Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. Federal government woos governors for economic towns. Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. Federal government woos governors for economic towns. EFCC arraigns Cubana chief priest today. DNA sample on Chidinma's dress matched attackers, says witness. Trade efficiency. Tinubu launches national single window project. 148 local government areas in 31 states at high risk of disaster. NIHSA warns. Former Ondo Deputy Speaker dumps PDP, joins APC. That's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. You're listening to newspaper headlines on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. We'll now go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning. Please stay with us.
Osetikwala n'ọzọ ọ ga-adagbowa ọ ga-adị ebube otite mmanụ Chineke ga-ata agbọ a ga-agwọ ndị ọrịa ụzọ emechiri emechi ga-emeghe maka na ike ka ike gaji ịga njem. Oh yes, Tabernacle of Praise Adoration Ministry wey dey for Gideon Ukwu don launch with their ogbonge program wey dem call Mightier Than All 2024. Isiokwu ya bụ Wounded but Not Destroyed. Ekwela ka akọrọ gị akọrọ o maka na onye ga-anọ n'isi ihe ọmụma bụ Apostle Dr. John Oka JP, onye ozi ụmụchukwu ji dị ebube. Ebe Sister Rosemary Chukwu ọ ga-eme ya bụ ya ga-agbara Mike n'aka wee nye ndị eluigwe ihe ha na-eri. Emisila ya tọọ. Ọ ga-adị n'abalị 24 nakwa n'abalị 25 nke ọnwa April, ya bụ 24th and 25th April 2024. Ọ ga na-amalite n'elekere 10 nke abalị n'ụbọchị ndị a niile. Ebe ọ ga-adị bụ n'ụlọ ụka Tabernacle of Praise Adoration Ministries dị n'Ogidi Ukwu, Anambra State. Ọ ga-adị egwu. You can't afford to miss it. Jesus bụ eze.
Ebona, the 103.5 FM Ogidi, in conjunction with Baboa Production, presents the launching of the book Hip Hop and Igbo Culture, authored by Martin Ifeanyichukwu Ekezie Ezanumba the First, Metal of Ebona, the 103.5 FM. It is hip hop book launch and music concerts featuring Metal, Leo Emma, Daddy Son, Sir White, a head tray of Dream FM 92.5 Enugu, Sky C, Udo, King Kelv C, One Kid, Noble Prince, Bob Zero, MC of the Day, Daddy C, Onye Zenebu P, na Choice FM Nnewi, DJs, DJ Easy of Ebona, the 103.5 FM, and DJ Way of Choice, 97.1 Newi. It is happening on the 21st April 2024 at Leofield Residency Hotel, Okidi. Special guest of honor, Honorable Udemezue, Honorable Member representing the Idemili North Local Government Council, Anambra State House of Assembly. For enquiries on sponsorship and advert placement, call 080 39 16 7049 or you WhatsApp 080 65 79 65 99 24 by 1 p.m.
Join Divine Galilee Christ Assembly Mission Ogidi on their weekly activities for your undiluted word of God, deliverance, and unlimited blessings. Every Tuesday, prophetic service and deliverance, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Every Thursday, counseling, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Every Friday, Night of Vengeance, 9 p.m. till dawn. Venue, permanent site, former Buzo bus stop, Edoma Estate, Ogidi. Phone 0806 797 3760 or 0813 699 4615. For Asaba branch, every Monday is counseling, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Wednesdays, prophetic service and deliverance, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Sundays, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Venue, number 5, Andy Oko Street, Bonsac, behind the Seat of Wisdom School, Asaba. Phone 0806 595 2899. Host, Mommy Blessing, aka Anugo, the General Overseer. Come and experience the light of God.
The entire people of Eze Onya Kingdom Omo
in Ayamelum local government area of Anambra State announced the annual festival of their powerful deities, Nkapwa Eze Enu Ibago Festival, coming up on Sunday, 21st April 2024. It will run from 21st of April to 21st of May 2024. They call on the general public to come and witness the work of these deities. Nkapwa Eze Enu Ibago, signed Achebe Nnagwo, the oldest man in Eze Onya, Obalum Mbechi, the chief priest.
See the way you love me, see the way you care for me. You carry my matter for your head.
Oh yes, it is a birthday celebration. Come and celebrate with us as we celebrate with Ambassador Joy Obioma Okonkwo, Ada Julius Okonkwo, as she turns 80 years. Date, Saturday, 20th April 2024. Time, 12 noon. Thanksgiving service at All Saints Anglican Church, Ugolobidi. Reception is same venue. For more information, contact 070 621 11142. Signed, Matron Mrs. Ngozi Clement Uduku. Happy birthday, Ambassador Joy Obioma Okonkwo.
Country people, another ogbonge opportunity don land for you to secure your own landed property for better location with small money before price go carry you go where you no know. This one na legit info from the stables of Robin Faith Concept Limited. I know say you don sabi that name by now. Robin Faith Concept Limited na big name for this real estate business. We get the track record and we dey deliver for everything we talk. Now we bring you Blessed Garden Estate, phase 1 and phase 2. Now we still bring you Airlight Garden Estate and Unique Garden Estate. All these estates, they're the capital city of Delta State, and people when sabi levels don't buy them finish. But no worry, because land no dey finish. And our work now to direct you go where you go get the best value for your money. This time, we don't carry and come your domot with the brand new Golden City Garden Estate, Otulu, just 2 minutes from Akuku Igbo local government secretariat. This one now confirm premium estate when you fit with small money, when no go turn your eye at all. Just 450,000 naira for one plot inside our special promo when they on now, from now till 2 weeks time. This estate dey for Otulu off Asaba Benin Expressway, just 2 minutes from Asaba Housing Estate and 5 minutes from Wichtech Group of Companies. Golden City Garden Estate dey for good location when be say na only 20 minutes e go take from Coca Junction flyover, 10 minutes from Asaba International Airport, and e no far from the express road. For inside Golden City Garden Estate, you go enjoy light and water 247. The environment clean and the day serene for you and your family with good road network and street light go dey shine for every corner. You no go worry about security because solid fence dey around the estate and security men when them train wella go man the gate 247. On top that one, recreational center dey for your maximum relaxation. Wetin you dey wait for? Waka come Robin Faith Concept Limited office make you collect your own plot inside the brand new Golden City Garden Estate. Because special promo dey on now, and for this promo season, you go get 464 square meters of land wey be 50 by 100 for only 450,000 naira. This promo na for only 2 weeks. So no dull yourself. With only 450k, you don't become landlord inside this correct estate for we capital city. Call us today for 081 68 32 2403. That is 081 68 32 2403. I say 081 68 32 2403. Once you pay, we go allocate your land, give you sharply, plus give you deed of assignment, register survey plan, and government approved decision. When go show say even government confirm wetin we dey do, you no get anything to worry about. Now we dey run am. If you no get all the money to pay now, you fit dey pay small for the one wey dem dey call installment payment plan. Whether na 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months, as long as you no go turn your eye, better payment plan dey for you to choose. Take advantage of this special promo when dey on now unto say one plot of land wey be 464 square meters na only 450,000 naira. Because once this promo end, the price go increase small. And the promo na just 2 weeks e go last. Secure the future for you and your family. Buy your own land today. Make yourself become landlord inside the new Golden City Garden Estate, Otulu, wey be only 2 minutes from Akuku Igbo Local Government Secretariat. Come our office when they inside Jimok Petrol Station, Kilometer 8, Asaba Benin Expressway, Asaba, Delta State. Or call us on top 081 68 32 2403. That is 081 68 32 2403. I say 081 68 32 2403. Now, Robin Fave Concept Limited, they develop Golden City Garden Estate.
The traditional ruler of the ancient kingdom, His Royal Highness Igwe Sabel Charles Chuma Abala, and the President General Uke Development Union, Peter Onyejebu, on behalf of the good people of Uke community in the Demle North local government area, appreciate the Governor of Anambra State, Professor Chuma Charles Soludo CFR, for the wonderful work he's doing at the Imilio Biaja Uke Bridge, the major link between Uke communities in Idemli North and communities in Idemli South, up to Anambra South Senatorial Zone. Mr. Governor Udiniguaguata, the good people of Uke are also appreciating the wonderful footprints of your administration in Anambra State. May God continue to strengthen you in your leadership endeavors in Anambra State. Signed, His Royal Highness Igwe Charles Juma Abala, Igwe III, Ibuke. Peter Onyejebu, President General, Uke Development Union. This message is powered by Pastor Dr. Felix Obaka Ilechuku.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080-96661035. You can as well join us on Facebook as we are live at Ebona at the 103.5 FM. Drop your comments on the comment section of the live video. We are on to the Nigerian Tribune. Unfavorable government of policies, inadequate funding affects guidance, counseling practice in Nigeria. Ubi Keze. Unfavorable government policies, inadequate funding affects guidance, counseling practice in Nigeria. Ubi Keze. We will embrace all agric initiatives, empower women, youths. Governor Bala. Obasanjo always brings out the boy in me, Charlie Boy. NEPC trains share farmers, exporters on global best practices. UK unemployment rate rises to 4.2% amid job loss fears. Tinubu inaugurates a steering committee on National Single Widow Project. Tinubu inaugurates steering committee on National Single Window Project. ASR Africa to construct 250 million naira worth of office complex at UDUTH. Nigeria yet to mainstream climate action into economic foreign policy framework. FEM. Smallholder farmers need timely weather information to avert losses. Agric Minister. How innovation, sustainability will bolster U.S. global economy. Expert. Tinubu's wife supports 120 women farmers in Southwest with 60 million naira. Arrested Yoruba Nation agitator, not our staff. Oyo FCE special. Osun government vows to recover illegally acquired properties from past administration. Fulani group condemn. Fulani group commends Tinubu's leadership style. That's the much we can take from the Nigerian Tribune this morning. That will also mark the conclusion of all that we have for you on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Ebonade 103.5 FM. We'll now flip over to our WhatsApp portal for reactions. On our WhatsApp portal this morning, we have this message. It's coming from Chinedu Aneka, pastor, and he says, although I don't support a breaking of the law and order, but EFCC should leave our brother alone. They should go and arrest all the serious fraudulent politicians. Cubana chief priest is spending his own money. They should just caution him and let him go free. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It is coming from Valentine and then from Mpo, and he says Dangote to slash diesel to 1,000 naira per liter is a welcome development. In no distant time, many commodities will go down in prices. Power outage is not left out because it's affecting many industries in the production. If EEDC are not capable of to give a steady power to Southeast, then government should terminate the contract and it will reduce 50% inflation as well. Valentine Edene from Mpo, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this message is coming from Sunday Ikenna. He's watching us live from Nobi. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have another one coming from Mr. Iweka Ifani, and he says the ideology of a good man depends on the policies he makes to better the life of the people around him. In Nigeria, we have a few men of conscience that have the people at heart. Let us come together because we know our problem and also the people causing it. Operation No to Bad Leadership is loading in Nigeria from Mr. Iweka Ifani. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It's coming from Maloto Patrick Pomonteje, and he says, I was baffled on hearing that Chief Justice of Nigeria appointed son and daughter as judges. Sometimes I used to wonder the type of persons our so-called leaders are and which part of the world they came from. How can you tell me that a sane human being will appoint his son and daughter as judges within his tenure as the Chief Justice of a country? Where has this happened before, for God's sake? Even if he did that based on merit, does it mean that his children are more qualified than other Nigerians? For me, this amounts to abuse of office and flagrant disrespect to the entire people of Nigeria, and as a result, he should step down as the Chief Justice of Nigeria. Congratulations to Anambra East local government for being the pioneer local government in Nigeria, and some part of African continent to be enlisted as a member of open government of about 75 countries of the globe. This is coming from Waloto Patrick from Monteja. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this one coming from Agonabo. He's joining us from Ofa, Agunuzibo. And he says the cost of living saga continuous holding farmers hostage situation. Okay, continuous upholding holding farmers hostage situation by Fulani military in northern Nigeria will increase hardship, hunger, and hoodlum, okay, kidnapping and bandits and Boko Haram. And in the southwest, in the southern part of the country, it will increase separation anxiety and dollars saga. As dollar is losing and naira strengthening, don't change anything in Nigeria. Instead, it increase goods. He says to show us that dollar don't control the commodities in Nigeria. Subsidy saga. Federal government don't tell masses the truth about what is happening in Nigeria. And in Okuama killing, let army leave the land as that don't know. Okay, as they don't know what to do with the intelligent trained soldiers. And Israel, Iran war saga. Let world powers intervene in this situation and control it to avoid casualty in the world. Obi Kubana's High Chief Chief Priest Wahala. Though ignorance is not excuse of the law, Ignorance is not excuse of the law, but let them tender mercy with justice. But it is the federal government that caused it because they first abused the naira with dollars. Naira they need respect. We are washing our stains on food. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It's coming from Engineer Ebuka Joshua. He's joining us. Okay, we didn't get that. From 33. Okay, he said Lagos, Anambra, Bauchi, Ogun, 26 other states risk heavy flooding. Federal government wants let all be guided and prepared in advance so that we will not pass through what United Arab Emirates we are passing through. Okay, they are passing through now. Okay, what they are passing through now. Engineer Ebuka Joshua from Dawson from 33. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It's coming from Boniface Chidubem John Paul. He is reaching us from Delta State, and he says, I really want to appreciate your tremendous and tireless efforts towards bringing us and the general public up to speed with the day-to-day happenings in this very country. We continue to hope for the country which most of us have ever desired. We continue to be hopeful as things unfold. May God continue to see us through. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It is coming from John Ume from Okozo, and it says, if Dangote will clutch down or the price of diesel, then what stops the federal government to bring down the price of fuel? And that is responsible for the increment in all the commodities we buy in Nigeria. They know what to do to alleviate the sufferings of the masses, but they will not do it because they are wicked, bent on punishing the people. Again, the 200 billion naira palliative loan will definitely go the same way others have gone because the money will only be given to those in APC and their friends instead of sharing it judiciously for the good interest of the people. Also, arraigning Ganduje to court is a welcome development and I will also serve as a deterrent to others who see themselves as untouchables. John Ume, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this one. It's coming from Amechi Anene from Uro Weremkwelo and it says EEDC is a disgrace to Southeast. No light, but we pay bills. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Amechi Anene. We'll now flip over to our SMS portal for more reactions. On our SMS portal, we have this message that says Naira appreciate to 1,020 Naira to $1 is a welcome development. This one is coming from Sir White from Nice. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. On our Facebook portal this morning, we have this message coming from Dr. Mrs. Mma Olebara from Owerri, and she says, Naira gaining strength and prices of goods still soaring until anti-inflation policies are put in place. The prices of goods and services will continue to soar. The fiscal and monetary planners need to come together and find solutions to the problems bedeviling this country. Acknowledge the causes of inflation before tackling it. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Dr. Mrs. Mma Olebarada. And we have this one, it's coming from Chinwoba Ume, and he says, student loan processing is a welcome development, but let it get to the poor people who want to who want to be participating, but who will shorty for the poor people in this situation. We are watching as things unfold. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We also have this message is coming from Ebony Youth Vanguard, and he says he's comrade Muite Ekene Prince from Ohauku local government area of Ebony State, and he's also known as Ebony Voice. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Also Francis Nnamani joining us from Amagunze in Enugu State. Your message, the network didn't allow us to see anything from your message, but thank you so much for joining us still. On our WhatsApp portal, we have another message, and this one says, the Fulani group supports Tinubu is good. No one hates him. Corruption in judiciary, Chief Justice appoints his son as justice is so bad. Paul Imuizu from Onitsha. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Well, this is the spot where we'll call it a day on this particular edition of newspaper headlines on Ebona Day 103.5 FM. Remember, it comes your way weekdays in the morning once it's 7 o'clock. So keep a date. And don't touch the dial of Ebona Day 103.5 FM once it's 8:20. This morning, we'll be back with Birthday Splash. Till we meet again, I am Martin. Have a fabulous morning.
Japan to n'ọkwa nke a dị oke mkpa nke a bụ ime ka ọhaneze marụ na Tabernacle of Praise Adoration Ministry ka dịkwa n'Ogidi. Onye ọbụla gwara gị sị na ọdịnọzi na-asị nnukwute asị. Ogidi is the headquarters while Umunya is the branch. Our activities is as follows. Every Wednesday na Ogidi by 10 o'clock p.m. for our prophetic night. Every Tuesday by 8 o'clock a.m. is our counseling one-on-one with the man of God, Apostle Dr. John Oka in Ogidi. Every Friday is all-night vigil, fire night in Umunya branch. Every Monday by 8 o'clock a.m. is our counseling in Umunya. Remember, Tabernacle of Praise Adoration Ministry is still in Ogidi.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebona FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be,
Our government, whatever.
Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community, Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifanyu, as our number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebona 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On Emas Nebona the corner 24/7, 24/7.
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebona 103.5 FM with Martin Ifanyu every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebona 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Okay, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share right to the subscribe button right here. Check this out on Amazon.com. Hip Hop and Igbo Culture by your speakfully Martin Ifanyu. You rock. Dalo.
Onye doziri ezinụlọ edozigo obodo. Family is the foundation of the society. Na-adị mma ezinụlọ n'ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 FM bụ ebe anyị ga na-etinye anya.